So, Angela, Bridget, what do good candidates do in speaking tests?
A number of things, I think. They listen carefully, listen to the tasks, listen to their partners.
They listen and also react to what their partners have said to keep the conversation going.
Yes.
They show they're interested in what their partner
Yes,
says,
yes.
which is important.
Yes.
And they interact with, as you said, with both their partner and with the interlocutor
interlocutor,
throughout
Yeah.
the exam.
In part 3, for example, they move the interaction forward. Very good candidates, don't they? They actually take control together and keep it going, move it towards a conclusion of some sort.
I think also a bit of eye contact is very natural in a good conversation.
Yes.
So I think that sort of body language is encouraging to a partner.
Yes. Yes. Well, it's a good feature of interactive communication, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in part 2, when they're describing the photos, obviously they're relying on their language resources, but they manage with what they've got. I suppose is what a good candidate does.
And they show an ability to extend
Yeah.
when is possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to not get stuck. To paraphrase, if the word doesn't come, they know it, but not to spend time struggling, but to paraphrase it somehow,
Yeah,
to find a way of
absolutely.
expressing what they want to say.
That's a good skill.
Yeah. And they balance fluency and accuracy, which is related to being able to paraphrase and so they don't dry up, but they're also monitoring what they say as well to be accurate. What else? I guess they ask questions if they don't understand.
Oh yes, that's important.
Help,
Instead of
help
floundering.
their partner sometimes as well.
Yeah, it helps to keep them relaxed. I think if they know that they have if there is the opportunity to ask for help, that's something they can do, and it's a good thing. And I suppose they're putting all their hard work and all their preparation before the exam into the exam on the day, and therefore that's a good performance.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, being able to overcome nerves, which is obviously a non-linguistic skill, but that can make a big difference to how well they perform on the day.
I suppose it also helps for them to have practiced sufficiently so that they have a feeling for how long a minute is. Because when you're nervous, a minute does feel like a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's important to have to maintain the flow long enough and not stop too early.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
not
very difficult to restart.
And it's not difficult to practice it in that way, is it, Bridget? You can think of all kinds of topics and have a stopwatch and just do it.
Yeah.
And I think probably the more prepared you are in a test, then the more relaxed you are.
Yeah, definitely. So knowing how long their answers should be, roughly, say in part 1, knowing that it's 2 or 3 sentences, and knowing that in part 4 they need to extend their answers as well. So being able to extend where it's appropriate.
And not to be put off when the interlocutor interrupts them because of the timing.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's part of
That's very important,
preparation
actually.
at school or
college.
college.
So actually a lot of it is coming back to preparation, isn't it, really?
Yes.